Welcome again, Military Guna TV, and we have transfer news for you guys. Guess who we have on the market? Emi Buendia. Great, highly rated player by Norwich, and most talked about right now across variety of aspects in regards to Arsenal Football Club. Also in regards to things that we need as a club to progress throughout the season coming. Now we know that for a fact that there are certain concepts in this team that we need to click for the team to move any further, and that is an attribute that this player really brings forward. Now, early this morning reported by James Bench, exactly, I'm going to quote it exactly as he said, Emi Buendia is ready to push for Arsenal move if the Gunners firm up interest in Norwich star. So far, only informal talks have taken place over a move for the Argentine playmaker. And he's a number 10/number 8, but the quality that he has is the type of quality that we need at this point in time, and the type of player that we will definitely do well with. We have seen the emergence of Emile Smith-Rowe, but we cannot rely on a young teenager to bear the burden of a massive club such as Arsenal Football Club. And we know for a fact that Emile Smith-Rowe is basically, he doesn't have the best injury record at hand. So we have to give him time to fully develop, and bringing in Buendia would definitely boost his confidence as well, knowing that he's playing with such a quality player alongside him and he can learn from him and better his trade. Now, Buendia has been hit. His wages are not high. He's possibly earning between 8 to 20 million, 8 to 20,000 weekly. So I think that is something that Arsenal should be comfortable with. We have even seen Fabrizio Romano coming out earlier this morning, stating that Arsenal are keen on the player. And when you've seen so many media outlets stating that the player is in the books or in the eyes of a particular club, it definitely means that there's a possible chance that the club might get that player, or the club is actually looking at that player. Now, other media outlets are stating that the deal has already been completed, but you know, most Arsenal fans are waiting on the high credible media outlets such as persons such as Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, those type of guys who state as highly credible. But we have now known that a variety of media outlets and personals are stating the same claim that Arsenal is interested in this player. Now, AFC Info stated that I must stress Buendia hasn't signed an official contract as yet. He still have to have his medical to do as well. But in terms of personal terms, bonuses and fee agreement have been made and have been agreed to between clubs. So this same media outlet and also TransferX stated that this deal could be done as early as this week, because they said that Mikel Arteta want to get this deal as fast as possible. Now, another media outlet I saw, it was a young media outlet, but I will not make reference to it. He stated that Arsenal are willing to pay the money upfront, the full fee upfront. He also says that Norwich president don't want this deal to happen. And at this point in time, let me give you a bit of stats in regards to Buendia. Now, right across Europe 2021 so far, the season 20-21, he's the leading chance creator right across Europe, with creating up to 62 chances. He's above Jack Grealish and Colin Gehu from AC Milan, Robertson from Swansea, Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United, Kevin De Bruyne at Manchester City, Thomas Muller at Bayern Munich. And this is coming from The Sun. It has a bit of credibility because they are strong media outlets that gathers good information in regards to players' contract and so forth. But this is stating that Emi Buendia is the person with the highest chance creation throughout the 2021 season, and that would be a massive plus, because we have seen Bruno Fernandes really transform Manchester United, taking them from a normal club to a title challenging club, which they are right now. And we have seen Kevin De Bruyne, and if he's above these type of players, it definitely means that he has the quality to push forward and get better. That is a massive claim to make. But we have now known that this deal is in the bag and something that we have to try get done. But this is a player in which we need. And I can see this moving forward, I can see Arsenal getting Buendia and Ozil actually moving out in this January transfer window, because there will be no space for Ozil now, because we have the emergence of Smith Rowe moving into the first team and now bringing in Emi Buendia. That would prove to Mesut Ozil that his time is now completed and he should move on. Now, let me go into a bit of lineup what we think the team would have looked if we should acquire Emiliano Buendia. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. If you're liking the content, please drop a like. And subscribe. Please touch the subscription button. Please, I'm begging you, touch the subscription button. But let's move into a bit of detail. How this team would formulate it with the emergence of Buendia, with the inclusion of Emiliano Buendia, would see Arteta loves to be on the front foot. He wants to be on the front foot, but he does not have the team to be on the front foot. So we have seen where he's been played basically on the back leg, and many Arsenal fans are saying we're playing too negative, but we know for a fact that he wants to play on the front foot. Now, we have seen that he's going to use Leno in goal, typical 4-2-3-1, because that is the basic formation right now and something that he'll definitely try to grow on. And we have seen many teams revert to that formation at this moment, such as Bayern Munich and Manchester City. But let me get into the Arsenal concept of things. We have Bernd Leno in goal, right back Hector Bellerin, centre back pairing of Holding and Gabriel, and it's very much harsh because Pablo Mari is playing extremely well at this moment, and it seems as if Pablo Mari and Holding have a good partnership going, and it would be so harsh to really break up that partnership. And it's a question for me, because I believe that there's a strong chance that Arsenal Football Club can be the first team to deploy two left-footed centre-back in a back four. So basically you have three left-footed players or defenders in the back line of a back four. So we'll have Pablo Mari playing him more to the right, because we have seen where Gabriel is extremely left-footed. So we'll put Gabriel on the left side and Pablo Mari on the right side. But I think most people talk about the balance. Many people talk about the balance, but we have seen most situations we have seen is that they have at least two right-footed centre-back. We have seen that over a variety of teams, teams doing that as well. But it's not something that we should write off, because it is possible, it can happen. It's just that it's of balance, because most left-footed players are dynamically left-footed, which they would only use their right foot possible about 10% of the time out of 100. So 90% of the time they are using the left foot, and the other 10 they're using the right. But I think it's something that can be managed, because we have seen left-sided centre-back being right-footed for many times. Van Dijk, Maguire, these are right-footed players playing on the left side of the centre-back pair. So we have seen that over time period. So I don't think that there will be much issue with a left-footed player playing on the right side. And that will also be a case in which you have three left-footed players in the back four. We have Leno, Bellerin at right, Pablo Mari, and Gabriel centre-back pairing, and Quarantine at the left back. It's a call for a cause, but it's not a must. But let me get back into what I was actually dealing with, where we have the starting lineup with the inclusion of Emi Buendia. So we have Holding and Gabriel as the centre back pairing, Quarantine as the left back. In the double pivot, I'll go with El Nini and Partey. The reason for that is because we have seen Granit Xhaka and he's not a good partner for a party. He cannot do the work that party does and party requires of him. The Granit Xhaka is not mobile enough. He's technically not, well, he's technically good, but he's just not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. And I will not part. El Nini is not good as well, and he's actually a better midfielder than El Nini. But the reason for playing El Nini is because El Nini is a better partner for Thomas Partey. And we have to consider these things because football has a lot to do with in-game management and on-the-field management, and that has a lot to do with being partners with who you're playing with. That is the reason why Kieran will play so well with a player like Martinelli, but yet still when Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is on that side, it seems as if there's a lot of miscommunication and misunderstanding because lack of partnership. Look how well you see Nicolas Pepe and Maitland-Niles play together. Whenever Nicolas Pepe plays well with Maitland-Niles, you get the better of him. So partnership is a big factor. So I'll go with Mohamed Elneny and Thomas Partey in the midfield, the double midfield pivot. The three attacking three in front of them. Saka on the right, Emi Buendia in the attacking midfield position, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the left, and Alexander Lacazette up front. The reason because at this point in time, it is a lot of us would want to drop Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but we cannot do that because he's the captain of the club. And dropping the captain of the club would definitely send a bad message. We have seen Liverpool have done such, but it's not something that you should really advocate for. So I would not advocate for dropping the captain. But Martinelli at this one time would be a better fit for the position, but because Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is a captain, we have to play him. At least play him into form. So that would be my starting lineup with the inclusion of Emiliano Buendia. So thank you very much. This is just a bit of transfer news in regards to Emiliano Buendia. Even last season he had a very good season in the Premier League, even though he got relegated. I think he came fourth in the Premier League in regards to chance creation, and he's only 23 years of age. And a 23-year-old is young and has a lot of time to grow, and he can only get better. And so thank you very much. I'm not much here to report. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I really love the fact that you guys enjoy the content. Enjoy the content. See you again, and we have lots more to discuss. But for now, this is it. Please drop a like, share, and subscribe before you go. Go in the comment and tell me who you think would be the best partner for Thomas Partey, because at this point in time, we're not sure if it's between Granit Xhaka or Emi. So put it in the comment. My like target for this video is 40 likes. Also, don't forget, subscribe. Military Guna TV, I'm out.